Hello friends, this is Vikas from Individual Technical Solution channel. I hope all of you are doing well, and today once again I have brought one more knowledgeable, time-saving and interesting video session for all of you. So today we are going to discuss about how to install the Ubuntu Linux, Windows subsisting Linux on Windows operating system. So this is actually the Ubuntu terminal kind of utility that we can easily install on the Windows operating system, and we can practice the Linux command and Linux scripting, or which is also called as a shell scripting or the bash scripting on the Windows platform without installing the Linux operating system on your laptop. So before we start with the actual demo, let's discuss about why exactly it is so important to learn the Linux commands and the Linux shell scripting or the bash scripting. So from my 5 to 6 years of experience from the industry, so whatever knowledge I have earned on whatever project I have worked upon, so there I have understood that shell scripting or the bash scripting and these Linux commands, this is the highly demand skill in the software industry. So these Linux skills are increasingly important in the software industry. This is one of the add-on skill which will definitely keep you ahead of the other candidates. There are a lot of activities and there are a lot of what we can say work depends on the Linux command and the shell scripting in any kind of uh, software industry domain. I have been working in the ETL domain from last 5 to 6 years, and in every project we have used this kind of shell scripting or the bash scripting and the Linux commands. So now whenever we try to practice this Linux commands or the shell scripting, the first thing that comes in our mind is that we have to install the Linux operating system for that. But now there is no need to install the full-fledged Linux operating system on your laptop or desktop PC, because there is a one particular utility that is a WSL, Windows Subsisting Linux. This is a kind of WSL Ubuntu flavor of the Linux, where you can easily install on your Windows operating system, just like the other software that we used to install on the Windows operating system. So this WSL, that is Windows Subsystem for Linux, offers it's a lightweight kind of solution, or this is very tiny and very small software that you can easily install on the Windows environment. So if you are having the Windows 10 or Windows 11, you can simply install this utility on your Windows operating system, and no need to spend the too much of time in the installing the Linux operating system. And even if you go for the installing the Linux operating system, you have to allocate the separate partition and the space for this. But for this particular utility, very minimal space and very minimal size is required, and within a very short period of time we can install this. So first let's discuss the steps theoretically. So first you have to open your command prompt with the administrator privilege. Okay, that is the first task you have to do. Then second thing that you have to do is you have to check what kind of WSL flavors of Ubuntu or the Linux are available on your Windows platforms. For that, this command we have to use. And second thing, sorry, the third thing that you have to do is just uh, choose whatever the version you want to install for that particular WSL as per the configuration of your Windows. So mostly we are having the Windows 10, 11 now. So you can go for the Ubuntu 24.0 WSL distribution. Okay. And after that, I will show you, how to set the directory path of your own choice. Okay. Because by default, when you install this WSL Ubuntu version, you will get the default path. Okay, so we can set our our own path, and there we can store your scripts or the whatever things you are working on the particular this particular bash scripting or the shell scripting. Okay, so let's jump to the practical part. So as I said, uh, we have to go to the particular cmd command prompt. So just go to the run and just type here the cmd. Okay, and open it as a administrator, run it as an administrator. Okay, now after that, next step, as I said, as we have discussed, uh, run this command. This command I will post it in the description section also. So from there you can easily copy paste and can install. Here we will check the version of WSL which is available on your operating system. So let me type cell. List. So you can see these are the different distribution or the version we can say available on your Windows operating system. So next, what you have to do? Next, you have to install whatever distribution you want to install on your Windows operating system. So I will suggest you go for the Ubuntu 24.0. Okay. So for that, simply install it using this command WSL install Ubuntu and whatever distribution you want. Okay, something install Ubuntu. Okay, there will be double icon is there before the install. Okay, so now instantly our setup will start, and just you have to wait for some maximum 1 minute. So depends on the uh, configuration of your system. So if you are having the good speed, you have the good CPU and the RAM capacity, within a 1 minute, the setup will get installed. Okay, say it's about to complete. Just to wait for some seconds. Okay, so it's launching. Okay, that is done. So our setup is done. Now you can see hardly less than 2 minutes it has taken for the installation. Okay. Now I'm closing this our terminal. Now you can say automatically it will open the our install WSL Ubuntu distribution. Okay, I'm closing this also. So just after this, you can go to this search section and type here Ubuntu. Okay, and you can see our application or utility is there. Okay, now here you can start, practicing your shell scripting or the bash scripting commands, and you can write the programs and you can execute here easily. Okay, so friends, as I told you, so this bash scripting and the shell scripting is the highly demand skill in the market. Uh, Now, not for the today or from some years, it is from the last number of years. There is a demand for the shell scripting. So as I said, I'm working from the last 5 to 6 years in this ETL field. I have worked in the different project, and there I use the shell scripting and all these things. So I'm starting with the shell scripting tutorial. Okay, and there I will cover the most of the commands which generally get used in the industry. So I request you to subscribe to my channel, and uh, also press the notification icon so that you will get the whatever the session I will cover in the future. So before starting the that tutorial series on the shell scripting, so I thought let's do the installation first so that in the further tutorial it will be easy for the practice. Okay, now as I said, suppose if you want to uh, now this is we are in the default directory. Suppose if you want to go to if you want to create your uh, own directory, and before creating the directory, if you want to shift to the E drive, suppose this is my E drive. Okay, this is my E drive, and here I have to create one directory so that I can put all my scripts in that particular directory. Okay, so for that we have the command cd mnt and drive. I want to switch to the drive E. Okay, now you can see you have been switched to the drive E. Now there you can easily create one directory. For example, I'm creating mkdir and shell script practice. Okay, so here you are creating your folder or the directory at your particular uh, this driver E driver. Okay, so you can go to the E drive and you can easily see this directory should have been created there. Here you can see. Okay, and now once whenever you start practicing, these commands first, it is better to switch to the particular directory part, and there you can start writing your scripts and practicing the commands. So I've just shown you the one command just for the sake of understanding. So first, this is the touch command, which using which we can create the files. So just creating the one file, sample file. Okay, so our file must have been created at the mentioned directory. Okay, sorry, we are in the E drive. So this has been created in the E drive. Let's see what name file. Okay, so here you can see this is empty file is created. Now, if you want to go to the our created directory, just give the command cd and okay, and now you can create there. So our created directory where it is. This is a script practice, and here you can see. Okay, so you can see how easy it is, to just install and start practicing the this all these commands. And after understanding and learning the basic commands, you can easily do the shell scripting and the bash scripting. Okay, so that's it, guys, from today's session. I hope all of you have understood the process, and you will definitely try this. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe the channel for the upcoming series of the shell scripting. Okay, thanks a lot.